You know that person who shows up to brunch wearing $400 boots covered in horsehair, sporting mysterious bruises, and casually mentions they woke up at 5 a.m. to shovel manure in freezing weather? Yeah, horse people. Most humans struggle to water a houseplant consistently. But horse people? They willingly sign up for a lifestyle that's physically dangerous, financially devastating, and socially isolating. And here's the wild part. They act like it's the most normal thing in the world. But get this. Psychologists say there's actually a fascinating reason behind this behavior, and it's not what you think. Let's start with the obvious question. What kind of person voluntarily chooses this lifestyle? Think about it. Your alarm clock is basically the farrier. Weekend, holiday, irrelevant. Horses do not acknowledge calendars. Even not if it's negative 10 degrees outside. You're mucking stalls, hauling water, and lifting 50-pound hay bales. And you're doing this before most people have hit snooze on their alarm. Then there's the money. Your bank account keeps dying for things your horse destroys instantly. The average horse costs between $3,000 to $10,000 per year just for basic care. That's not including emergency vet bills, which can hit you at 2 a.m. when your horse decides to eat something stupid. Or this $300 blanket. Life expectancy, 1 turnout. And the injuries? Horseback riding is statistically more dangerous than motorcycle racing. You fall off, you break bones, you get stepped on by a 200-pound animal that's spooked at a plastic bag. But bruises are not injuries. They're accessoires. What happened? Horse. Makes sense. But here's what's fascinating. Horse people aren't delusional about any of this. They know it's expensive. They know it's exhausting. They know their friends think they're insane. The answer lies in something psychologists call the profound bond. A connection so deep that all those sacrifices aren't actually sacrifices at all. They're investments in a relationship that offers something human relationships rarely can. And that's where the psychology gets really interesting. Most people don't know this about horses. They are emotional lie detectors. You say, "I'm totally calm," and your horse immediately prepares for chaos. This is because horses are prey animals with a superpower. They can read your emotional state through your body language, your heart rate, even your breathing patterns. If you walk into a barn stressed about work, your horse knows it immediately. Scientists have actually measured this. When you're near your horse, their heart rate synchronizes with yours. If your heart rate spikes because you're anxious, their heart rate elevates too. You can't fake confidence. You can't pretend you're calm when you're panicking. The horse sees through it instantly and responds to what's actually happening inside you, not what you're pretending to be. This creates something psychologists call radical honesty. And for many people, especially those who've experienced trauma or manipulation in human relationships, this is life-changing. Think about it. In human relationships, people lie. They manipulate, they gaslight, they twist your reality. But a horse? A horse just mirrors back exactly what you're putting out there. No judgment, no agenda, just pure, unfiltered truth. This is why equine-assisted therapy is so effective for treating PTSD, depression, and anxiety. The horse becomes a living biofeedback system, teaching you emotional regulation in real time. You walk in angry, the horse gets tense. You learn to breathe, center yourself, and be present. Not because someone told you to, but because the horse demands it. And over time, that emotional regulation becomes second nature. Now, here's where it gets even more fascinating. You cannot force a 200-pound animal to do anything it doesn't want to do. When you try, you will lose. Every single time. So at best, you try to politely negotiate. You really have to earn it. You have to prove yourself trustworthy through consistency, clarity, and calmness. This teaches leadership skills that most people never develop. You learn that authority isn't about dominance, it's about trust. You learn that respect is earned, not demanded. You learn that the best leaders are the ones who make others feel safe. And here's the kicker: these skills translate directly to human relationships. Horse people often become exceptional leaders in their careers because they've spent years learning to lead without force. They've learned to read body language, they've learned patience, they've learned that you can't yell your way to cooperation. They've learned that clear, consistent communication is everything. But there's another layer to this. Horses also teach you humility. No matter how experienced you are, a horse can humble you in an instant. You think you've got it all figured out, and then, out of the blue, your horse decides that this corner of the arena is absolutely terrifying today. Only today. Let's talk about something primal. Horses are flight animals. Their entire evolutionary strategy is built around one thing: run first, ask questions later. And humans? We're predators. We have forward-facing eyes. We approach head-on. We move with intention. Every instinct in a horse's body says, "This creature wants to eat me. Run." But when a horse chooses to trust you, to let you climb on its back, to allow you into its personal space, to stand calmly while you touch its most vulnerable areas, that's monumental. That trust is earned through thousands of hours of consistent, patient interaction. And once you have it, it's sacred. This is why horse people get so emotional about their horses. It's not just about owning an animal. It's about being chosen by a creature that has every evolutionary reason not to trust you. With your horse, you're incredibly patient and completely uncompromising at the same time. A horse receives calmness, time, and empathy. And a human, just not. And here's something incredible. Research shows that horses can remember their owner's scent for their entire lives. Even if you haven't seen your horse in years, even if your appearance has changed completely, your horse will remember how you smelled and how you made them feel. Studies have shown that an owner's scent activates the pleasure centers in a horse's brain. It's similar to how the human brain responds to the perfume of a loved one. This creates a bond that transcends words. You develop a relationship with a creature that can't speak, but somehow understands you better than most humans do. On the other hand, of course, for the horse owner, the smell of the barn is his version of aromatherapy. Others gag. You inhale deeply. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Or should I say the horse in the barn. Horse people are often socially isolated, and it's not by accident, because you understand your horse better than most people. One ear moves, you know everything. A human talks to you for minutes, but to you it's still unclear. Try explaining to your non-horse friends why you spent your entire paycheck on an emergency vet bill at 2 a.m. Try explaining why you're crying over a horse that just stepped on your foot, but you still love it. Try explaining why you cancelled plans again because your horse threw a shoe. To outsiders, it looks insane. To horse people, it's non-negotiable. This creates a tight-knit community of people who just get it. But it also means your social circle becomes increasingly limited to other horse people. But here's what's interesting. Horse people are often okay with being alone. Not lonely, alone. They're comfortable in their own company because they spend hours at the barn grooming, riding, mucking stalls, often in silence. This solitude isn't isolating, it's meditative, it's grounding, it's a break from the noise of human interaction. For people who are introverted, highly sensitive, or overstimulated by modern life, that quiet time with a horse is essential. It's therapy without the therapist. Your horse mostly ranks emotionally above most people. Date, birthday. Sorry, my horse needs me. So what's the bottom line? Why are horse people the way they are? They're not crazy. They're not masochists. They're people who found something rare, a relationship that demands authenticity, rewards patience, and offers a kind of connection most people never experience. They've tasted something most people never will. A bond built on mutual respect, radical honesty, and earned trust. A relationship where you can't hide, can't lie, can't fake it. Where you have to show up as your true self, regulate your emotions, and lead with clarity. Where a 1,200-pound animal with a brain the size of a grapefruit teaches you more about yourself than any human ever could. And they're willing to shovel manure at 5 a.m., spend their life savings, and live with bruises to keep it. Because to them, it's not a sacrifice, it's a privilege. So the next time you meet a horse person, all these things make absolutely sense. Vacation? Only if the horse sitter is trusted like a heart surgeon, and even then, you're still checking 3 times a day. Oh, and if you ever say, "I'll just be at the barn for a minute," yeah, no one believes you anymore. Fair enough, but as said, now you know. Horse people are not crazy. They're operating on a completely different psychological wavelength. They found something most people spend their entire lives searching for. A genuine connection, built on truth.